Vice President Kamala Harris's startling corruption has just been revealed by Elon Musk. Elon Musk made some unexpected accusations about Kamala Harris, who was then the vice president, in a recent interview. She is dishonest, he claims, and the only reason she got promoted to vice president was because she was willing to compromise her morals. He further asserts that she has been using her position to advance the financial interests of her family and herself. These are serious allegations, and if true, they would show that Kamala Harris is unfit to hold the office of Vice President of the United States. Elon Musk has finally revealed Kamala Harris's involvement in shady deals, almost 20 months after she took the oath of office to become the second in command of the United States. America the Beautiful and America the Great are two phrases frequently used to describe the United States of America. Yet, not all Americans concur that these statements about their nation are accurate, especially considering Joe Biden's time serving as vice president. Elon Musk is one of these individuals, and it might be argued that his altruistic tendencies are taking over because he goes to great lengths to make Kamala Harris look crooked. The most unexpected thing is seeing Elon Musk oppose a Democrat. Negative stories regarding Biden's vice president Kamala Harris have sparked a lot of discussion. Elon Musk is one of these guys, and it appears that his humanitarian instincts are winning out since the tech magnate declared in a podcast that he would not be jumping on with the Democratic train. Elon Musk said that he had previously been a centrist, which meant he was neither a Democrat nor a Republican. Nonetheless, because his tilt was further to the left. In fact, he continued by saying that he never imagined supporting a Republican for office. Yet, he was planning to join the Republican Party because, as they say never. He also disclosed that he had previously been more politically left-leaning. The choice made by Musk was not arbitrary. He had previously been drawn to the Democratic Party since it was regarded as the most compassionate. But, to use his words, the party took a stale turn and turned into the party of hatred. Elon Musk said that he could no longer tolerate such egregious corruption as a result, and his choice to leave the Democratic Party was met with severe repercussions that manifested almost immediately after his decision. A common vehicle, Tesla, was not invited to the summit that was held along with the other manufacturers of electric vehicles. You might think it was a mistake, but none of the other electric vehicle companies present, including General Motors, did. Ford and Stellantis were never able to surpass what Tesla has in the American economy, not even when they collaborated. Hence, it was pretty obvious that the most potent manufacturer of electric vehicles was absent. More insult was added when the president and his vice president named General Motors as the most well-known electric vehicle manufacturer in the country. As evidenced by his later tweet, it seems unusual that Tesla wasn't invited. Elon Musk took note of this fact. The well-known tech reviewer Zach's Jerry gave his thoughts on the subject in a tweet, saying that everyone should give it a try at some time because it's not hard to pronounce. The huge number of answers to Kamala Harris's tweet, it turns out, did not persuade them to alter their behavior in any manner. As if that weren't enough, Kamala Harris also suggested a tax policy that would prevent Tesla from restarting production in the same way as in the past. This proposal runs directly counter to the policies in place up until this point, which would have encouraged other automakers to enter the electric vehicle market, posing a threat to Tesla, which took a long time to develop. Despite Elon Musk's assumption that other automakers will provide severe competition for his company, she came out to underline her son's underappreciated accomplishments on the day that Elon Musk made international headlines for buying the largest share in Twitter. She did this because she was determined to give Kamala Harris a piece of her mind. Kamala Harris was not going to get away with it before Elon Musk's mother gave her a piece of her mind. As soon as she connected to Twitter, she posted a message from the SpaceX account thanking the company on 150 successful rocket launches. There are more foes that Kamala Harris must face. Actually, the initial challenge was put out by her followers. She had been acclaimed up to that point. No one looks content as they follow her advice, despite the fact that she is the best candidate for vice president. Republicans have previously been accused of being sexist, racist, and stupid when they disagreed with her. This held true even though they protested her managerial style rather than her personally. A few months later, some still echo the Republican talking points, and as time goes on, more and more people are dissatisfied with how she is handling the immigration issue. Between 11 and 12 million immigrants are thought to be living in the U.S. right now. They are predominantly Latino, and the number is increasing. It is estimated that it may take several decades to discover a solution to this problem, which has been accumulating for a number of decades. Kamala Harris presented what she believed to be a helpful answer to the issue. According to the vice president, immigrants will be given financial incentives to stay in the nation of their birth. She did this because she believed that if their government could identify the problem, they could start looking for a solution. Even while it sounded really good, many people were outraged with what they perceived to be her obvious failure to carry out her duties. They claimed that her actions exemplified her ineffective leadership abilities and amounted to paying people to stay in their countries. The vice president's great solution to the immigration dilemma was discussed by the news anchors in Australia. They claimed that she is helpless in this regard and that, despite being given the duty of handling the illegal immigration crisis last, she has done absolutely nothing about it. The vice president's strategy, according to the anchors, was excellent. It is not the only issue, though, that has made many people in the US and throughout the world frown. It says a lot that Willie Brown was in a position of authority when Kamala Harris decided to have an affair with him, despite the fact that it is completely insane to do so. Republicans and many other people came to the conclusion that Kamala's path began with her cheating on her husband and getting married, since she was successful in securing many promotions and landing prominent assignments. Although earning $1.6 million annually, Kamala faces high expectations from Democrats regarding her charitable giving, but she let many down. Republicans' apparent lack of concern over Trump's numerous affairs between his marriages now that he is the President of the United States is shocking. Staff members of the White House were given a form to complete that was a thorough application for a position requiring a background check. Unfortunately, their honesty worked against them, preventing them from landing the ideal position they had been striving for. Yet the narrative is not over yet. Listen to this purging's hypocritical side, which is meant to be taking place. The Vice President and Secretary of Transportation, Pete Buttigieg, openly declared that they would not face any consequences for their activities, while lower-level personnel were being let go for their earlier involvement with marijuana. You can be certain that they were involved with marijuana before it was made widely accessible by law. The Vice President of the United States acknowledged in an interview with The Breakfast Club that she smoked marijuana in public while a student at the University of California, Berkeley, despite her efforts as Attorney General of California to put drug users in jail. Despite the fact that she performed that duty by helping to lock up drug addicts, she said that, up until very recently, she had opposed marijuana legislation. I recently broke the news that despite publicly admitting to using illicit narcotics, these high-ranking government employees will not be demoted, put on probation, or fired from their positions. Even if it means that the official is just one step away from being the President of the United States, the government should treat high-ranking officials the same way it treats low-level personnel who have a history of drug usage. And there it is. The horrific corruption of Vice President Kamala Harris has just been revealed by Elon Musk. What are your thoughts on this?